Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Coming after him. Finds a man on the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance in USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He lets it fly. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1.
That keeps the score. USC 7, Tennessee 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. They'll run the screen. Sweet cut there. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Donaldson. Nice move there.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 7, Tennessee 6.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Donaldson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown ball!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
At midfield, he's got room. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, on that 3rd down, they go with the jet sweep, and you see nobody in the end of the line of scrimmage for the defense was expecting that. They all had their eyes into the backfield, and it was just too little too late. Receiver already outside of them, moving the sticks.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
It's reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. To the air, it's Klubnik. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoop. quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Looking to go up top on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Donaldson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, USC 17, Tennessee 13.
And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Volunteers will take over. First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. On the move, he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field possession.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes laid alone.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Trojans decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. And you got an arm like this, and you can just, boom, put it on a line. It's really nice to have that.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USC 17, Tennessee 13.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, And see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll go to the sneak. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Trojans enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Try to get it to the edge. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a 3rd and long. They'll run the toss. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, they weren't able to come up with that completion, guys, and now this is it. This is the ball game. It is going to take an absolute miracle for them to win the game.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us.